Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn about journal entries. This would be much easy if you have listened my first video regarding golden rules of accounts and types of accounts. Friends, I'll give you basic knowledge through which you will able to prepare your own journal entries regarding other transactions also. Okay, without wasting time, let us enter into our topic. That is how to make journal entries with few transactions. Okay, you can see our first entry here. Ram commenced her business with cash 3 lakhs and furniture 50,000. Here, as the cash and furniture brought by the Ram is the initial investment by the owner, it would be treated as capital, and as the amount after the commencement of business borrowed outside of the outsiders would be treated as loan. Okay, the here the entry would be cash account debit 3 lakhs, furniture account debit 50,000 to capital account. Let us enter into our next transaction, that is purchase from Kranti for cash 1,50,000. Here the purchases made from Kranti from the point of view of business, and payment is made on the same date, means here the sales is the purchases is an expenditure, and due to that cash is going out of the business, so the purchases would be debited and the cash would be credited as shown below with the respective amount 1,50,000 and 1,50,000. And the case 2, if the cash had not been paid, the instead of Kranti account is instead of cash account, the Kranti account would be credited with 1,50,000 amount itself. Let us come into the another transaction. Date 4th, sales made to Sai for cash 2 lakhs. Means the business had made sales to the Sai and got cash on the same day. Means here the transaction, as the sales is an income and the cash is coming through that, so cash account would be debited and the income account would be credited as shown below. And in the second case, if Sai had not paid amount and the transaction is made on the credit basis, the amount instead of cash account, Sai account would be debited. Okay, let us come into the another transaction. Date 6th, purchased plant for cash rupees 30,000. Here, friends, plant is purchased. As it is an capital expenditure, the plant account would be debited, and due to which our cash is going out of the business, so the cash account would be credited. The entry would be plant account debit to cash account debit, amount 30,000 and 30,000 respectively. Let us come into another transaction, that is date 8th, purchase machinery with own money. Own money means, friends, here owner's money is included. Means we have discussed earlier that the money of owner would be treated as capital, and as per the owner business anti concept, owner is different from business, so whatever the amount brought by the owner would be treated as capital. Okay, so here as machinery is coming into the business, machinery would be debited, and as owner is bringing it into the business, the capital account would be credited. See the entry, machinery account debit to capital account, that is amount 50,000 and 50,000 respectively. Let us come into another transaction, that is date 9th. Rent, wages and salaries paid. Amount 2000, 5000 and 3000 respectively. Here, friends, all the expenditure are met on the same date. Rent, wages and salaries, three are expenditures, and we met the same all the expenditures on the same date. Okay, the entry would be formed in the compound manner. The entry would be known as compound entry. Here you will be see rent account is debited with its respective amount, and wages account is debited with its respective amount, salary account is debited with its respective amount, and cash account is credited as cash is going out of the business with the aggregate amount whatever the expenditure are made. Let us come into the another transaction, that is date 12th. Payment made to creditors 6000. Here friends, creditors are the persons to whom we have to pay, means business have to pay. Here payment is an expenditure for what we are paying to the creditors. So creditors account would be debited, and what is going out of business? Cash. So cash account would be credited. Okay, with a certain amount, 6000 and 6000 respectively. Next entry, next transaction, 19th. Amount received from debtors 8000. Here debtors are the person from whom we have to receive the amount. So it is a kind of income into the business. So the amount we are getting from debtors would be debited, that is cash account would be debited, and the debtors who is paying us amount would be credited with the amount 8000 and 8000 respectively. Let us come into another transaction, received amount from bills receivable, that is 9000. Here friends, amount is received from bills receivable. Bills receivable is a personal representative personal account. So bills receivable account would be credited and the cash account would be debited. Let us come into another transaction. Amount paid against bills payable, means cash is going out of business. Here cash account would be credited and bills payable account would be debited. Here we will see the transaction. With a certain amount, 5000 and 5000. Friends, you have to concentrate on the pro forma, which is first you have to write date, and second particulars, third ledger folio. Ledger folio refers to the page number of ledger on which our transactions are being posted, and this is the debit amount and column, and this is the credit amount column. You must write the debit amounts in debit column and credit amounts in credit column. You must write the narration for each entry, which is must and should. You must not forget, and you have to follow left alignment for amount writing amount. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe.